Hi, everyone. I'm also getting live right now on Instagram. Yes. So, hi, everyone. I hope you can hear me and see me. Hi. Hi, Katinka and Albert and everyone. Thank you for joining me, Sebastian. Hi, everyone. Thank you. I had a little hiccup with Instagram. I wasn't able to go live, but thank God it all worked out. So I am right now live on Instagram and on Facebook. So if you want to see it on a big screen, you can switch to Facebook. Otherwise, you can stay on Instagram. So thank you for joining me today and welcome to Beautiful Yoga. And so today I'm giving my first well-being ritual talk. I've never done this before, so we'll see what will happen. And I don't know if a lot of people know me at Beautiful Yoga because I started working there the week before we had to close down. So maybe, I hope, or hopefully soon, I can meet you all in person and adjust you and talk to you, face to face instead of me talking to two screens. Okay, well, we live in very, very crazy times right now. This whole corona thing gets to a lot of people, and it's intense. Well, the first week when this all happened, I kind of got numb. So there are people who, when they are scared, they freeze, and some people they fight, and other people, flight, and other people freeze, and I froze. And it took me kind of a week to kind of accept their situation. And so I want to talk with you a little bit about what I do every day to stay sane in my head. And so the first thing is that I am very grateful that I have this yoga community and that I'm doing yoga. So I think without yoga, I would go crazy. So to me, it's very important to keep my own practice. For you guys, try to every day take some time for yourself to roll out that mat. And even if it's just for 15 minutes, just to show up for yourself, because in these times, it's very important to take care of yourself, because when you take care of yourself, you're able to take care of other people. And so yoga is really helping me. And I also have this yoga community, and I think you also know a lot of people who, practice yoga. So having this community is very helpful. And so what I do is I try to, like 4 or 5 times a week, I wake up between 6:30 and 7. I mean, you can also wake up a little bit later, but I wake up that early to do my own practice. And I practice for an hour and a half. And then I just start my day, like brushing your teeth, like having a routine. It's very important to have a routine when you have to stay home all the time, you know, like having a routine is, I think, the key word. So wake up early, do your practice, and shower, brush your teeth, like these basic things which we can forget if we have to stay home all the time. So that really helps me. Um, and and what also helps me is that I have a couple of friends, and you can call them like buddies, and you stay in touch with them. So just to check in, like, how are you doing? Um, how is it going with your yoga practice? Because before all this happened, you go to work, and then after work or before work or during lunchtime, you go to a place and you don't have to think. And, you know, the teacher will guide you through the whole sequence. So you don't have that anymore. So it's also a practice of discipline, you know, doing this by yourself at home. And even for someone who is doing yoga for 10 years, this is the most difficult thing. But this is yoga in its purest form, I think, like to show up for yourself, and have the discipline to do that without, you know, having a schedule, or without signing up for something and knowing that if you don't go, then they will charge you 8 or 16 euros. You know what I mean? So it's kind of this discipline that you're building. So that's great. So have a buddy to check in. So what are you doing, and how did your day go today? And were you able to do your yoga practice this morning? And sometimes it's yes, and sometimes it's no, I couldn't get up, I feel, you know. And also because you don't move a lot, the body is getting sluggish, so it gets much more difficult to stay in movement. So have a buddy, like someone you know is doing yoga, or another type of, you know, thing, like workout, someone who is like taking care of the body. And yeah, call each other or text each other once a day just to check in. To me, that's very helpful. And what else? I wrote some things down to share with you. I also read this beautiful quote, and it says that you are confined only by the walls you build yourself. And I really like this quote because, I mean, being at home all the times can feel kind of like, you know, you're in prison. But at the end, I mean, how many times before this whole Corona thing happened, we felt stuck, and you had the freedom to do whatever you want, to go wherever you want to go, but you still feel stuck, or caged, or, you know, like frustration, or so at the end, I think, find the freedom in between these walls you live in right now. Because at the end, the only walls that really keep you prisoned are the walls you build, like, you know, energetically you build around you. And I really like that one, you know, like it's not that before this I never felt stuck, or I never felt, you know, prisoned, although I was outside or working or with friends. In the end, it's like it's kind of like your state of mind, you know. So I really like that. And and I also want to share with you another quote by Hermann Hesse from the book Siddhartha. I don't know if anyone ever read his book. It's this one. And it's, if you like The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho, you're gonna love this one. And it's about what it's about, it's kind of like, like the alchemist, someone is searching for the true self, like, the soul. And there's a beautiful quote in it, and I'll read it for you. It says, I have always believed, and I still believe, that whatever good or bad fortune may come our way, we can always give it meaning and transform it into something of value. So I really love this quote because, now something like, bad fortune came our way, and we have the power to transform something that is bad and negative into something positive, and and hopefully after all this ends, we come out of it as a better human being. And not only as a better human being, but also, maybe like being more truthful towards yourself. So, I talked first 10 minutes about, physical, have a routine and keep up your practice. But also energetically, I think it's very important to go within. Like, now you have the opportunity to really go within. And that's very difficult, that's very hard. But use this time of like a break, like the world is stopping right now. And I really use this time to go within, because you don't have any excuse right now. You can't say, I'm busy, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have an appointment, I have to, there's no excuse. So what I do to go within is breath meditation. And I don't know if any of you ever took my live yoga class here at a Beautiful Yoga, but I start with with meditation and breath meditation. So focusing on the breathing, because I find that much easier than like watching your thoughts. So I really focus on the breath. So I just sit still, I close my eyes, and I just, like visualize the breath. And what I also do is I give it a color. So my favorite color is yellow and golden. I even have a yellow fridge, look. You see, like, I love yellow. The sun is always shining in my house, so I love that color. So when I do the breath meditation, I visualize like yellow golden light and coming into my body and down my spine. And when I exhale, I give it a color like gray or black, because it's kind of like all the toxins that I breathe out, So I breathe in life and God and everything, and I breathe out the toxins in my body. Like, literally, you breathe out the toxins which are in your body, but also the negative thoughts and the traumas and the fear, like everything that doesn't serve you in this moment, I breathe out. And to me, that's very helpful. And what I do is I breathe in for, let's say, 4 counts, and I breathe out for 4 counts. And at some point, I breathe in for 4 counts or 5 counts, and then I breathe out for 6, 7 counts. So I make the exhale longer than the inhale, because when you exhale, it's about surrendering and like really letting go. So we are so used to kind of more keep it all in and breathe more. But the trick in this is to breathe out longer. So you surrender. And when you do that, when your exhalation is longer, you're also giving a sign to your body that you're safe, so your body can relax. So you activate your parasympathetic nervous system, which calms us down and, gives us kind of like the I'm stoned feeling without any drugs. So and that's very, in these times of stress, it's very good to, to give in and to surrender. So I would say do that, even if it's just like, 5 or 10 minutes a day. You can do that after your yoga practice in the morning. Yeah, I also integrate all of that, the breathing and my yoga practice. I do that all together because the moment I walk off the mat, it's very difficult in the afternoon just to roll out my mat again and to work again. So I try to do that all in one sit. So I do my yoga practice, and then after my yoga practice, because my body is stretched and open and awakened, I sit there for 5 to 10 minutes to do some breathing, to do some meditation, and then I start my day. Yeah, because sometimes I say to myself, well, you know what? You did your yoga practice now, you can do your meditation in a couple of hours, and that will never happen. I won't. then I just don't do it because, it's just, I'm a human being. It's hard. It's hard, and it's not that I'm super busy or have like 3 children running around in my house. It's just, I don't know. It's difficult. It's difficult because you don't have to do. I also think that we're so used to doing stuff, that just sit there and doing nothing. That's kind of, it feels like the next level. So that's why I try to integrate everything. I do it all in one sit. And sometimes the yoga gods are with me and I'm able to do my meditation also, in the afternoon or in the early evening. I don't meditate very late because meditation makes me active. So when I meditate before I go to bed, I can't sleep. So it has kind of a caffeine, gives me kind of a caffeine boost, a very cheap caffeine boost. So that's why I don't meditate in the late in the evening, but in the morning. And also after practice, because your body is stretched and you're warm, it's easier to sit. So when in the beginning, I used to meditate, after I woke up, I would sit and meditate. I would immediately fall asleep. And I also couldn't sit for a long time because the stiffness of it all, like in the morning, I'm super stiff in the morning. So that's why for me, it helps to do my meditation, like after my practice in the morning. Let's see if there is something else I want to share with you. And if you have any questions, you can let me know. Or topics you want me to talk about, or questions, or what I do before I go to bed is I really like to do the twist. So when doing the twist, it's kind of a yin posture. So you lay on your back and then you bring your feet towards your hips and your knees are up like this. And then you let them fall to one side and then you look to the other side. So that's a twist. So I do that 5 minutes and then I go back. Imagine these are your knees, and then you go back to the other side. So that's also a very good exercise to do when you, well, if you have difficulty sleeping or when you feel stressed out. So that's what I do too in the evening before I go to bed. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm kind of, I think I said everything today. Um, yes. So, what we could do right now is to do some breathing for, let's say, 3 minutes. So just take a comfortable seat. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, down and back. And again, inhale, shoulders up. And exhale, down and back. And one more time, inhale, up and exhale, let them drop. You can close your eyes here and place your hands on your legs, or if you're sitting on the table, just relax your fingers and your hands and your arms. Relax your forehead. And your jaw is heavy, and your tongue is heavy. Your hips are heavy and soft. And observe your breathing without any judgment or without wanting to change anything. Just observe. And I invite you to place your right or your left hand on your belly underneath the navel and just breathe into your hand. And feel how your hand is moving with the breath. And from here you can equalize your exhale and your inhale. Just try it out. And go back to your neutral breath. And bring your hands together in front of your heart space. And if you want, you can set an intention for yourself for this day, to start the day, or a wish for someone else, or you can express your gratitude that you're healthy or your family is healthy, or being grateful that you're part of a yoga community. And bring your hands down and slowly open your eyes and keep a soft gaze. So, it can be that short. And I immediately feel kind of, like something is sinking, I feel calm. And so it's just checking in with yourself. It can just be 3 minutes or 4 minutes or 1 minute. So I really want to thank you today for joining me here at Beautiful Yoga. I would say I'm going to give a talk next week. So if you have any suggestions, like topics you want me to talk about, or you have any questions, or like, difficulties, just please send a message to Beautiful Yoga. And then, I read everything. So then I can, prepare something for you, something, that you want to, well, you want to talk about or to hear more about. So, or if you have other, like, I love quotes. If you have like book suggestions or beautiful quotes, just send them to Beautiful Yoga, and I can share your quote with the group, so we stay all connected. And take care of yourself and keep an open mind and open heart and be grounded in your belly. And you're not alone. That I think that's also very important to know, you're not alone. And yeah, I'm gonna give my next class on Monday at 6:30. It's the Beautiful Yoga ritual. So we start with a flow and end with Yin Yoga in combination with aromatherapy. So I hope to see you then. And well, this class is donation based, or this class, it wasn't a class, it was a talk, it's donation based. So if you want to support the studio and the teachers, donate what you can. And have a lovely day, and I hope to see you next time. Bye, people on Instagram. Bye, people on Facebook. Bye. Okay, bye, Facebook people. Oh, my computer. It's no touch screen. Bye.